Welcome to the first episode of Dude. I watched a f***ed up movie last night on both the Asian Film Fans and the Arty Dans channels. Slight interruption, not those channels, the Shockmania channel. You're watching Shockmania, and this is on Shockmania. Back to the video. Firstly, a big thanks to Wilco and Katie from Tokyo Bay Films, who made the music for the intro. It's awesome, and I love it. Now, this series was supposed to be a partnership with Wilco, but for the moment, it's just going to be me, and I have an awesomely fucked up movie for us to watch. The 2011 Indonesian monster horror movie, JENGLOT PANTAI SELATAN, also known as Virgin Beach Creature. Let's check it out. We start off at night on the beach, where a crazy guy is performing a ritual on an ugly-looking creature. After making a blood sacrifice to it, it comes to life, with horrible teeth and probably a pretty bad smell. Like a proud father, he releases the obvious puppet into the ocean, where it will disappear forever. Wrong. A poor fisherman who scolds his daughter finds the creature, but it disappears in the sand below. They freak out, but are also a bit pissed off because they probably could have gotten some sweet cash for whatever it was. At the home of some clearly well-off middle-class Indonesians, a guy who lives with two hot chicks whose idea of attire is sexy lingerie discusses a party called Tequila Sunrise with them, but the news interrupts them to inform them about the jenglot, a strange creature that eats raw meat. The creature was also found on the same beach they're about to go to for their fun times, but the creature has been lost. That's worth remembering because it means the creature is on the loose. Also, quick knowledge share here. A jenglot is a paranormal pet that has shrunken in size as it gets older. That's how the guy in the movie explains it, but my explanation is that it's a creepy, horny, murderous creature, and you'll see what I mean. Another guy who's traveling with him tells his brother, who's under 21, that he can't come on the trip with him. So like any teenager you say no to, he stows away undetected in the boot of a Hyundai, dressed like Gilligan. And who wouldn't want to go? The place is literally, and I mean literally, full of gorgeous, skinny, sexy women who are just wearing bikinis all the way through the movie. The jenglot is making its way towards the beach, where its first victim is this stunner in a white two-piece who is sunbaking with her friend. Kill count 1. By the way, what kind of idiot puts their arm in a hole that they can't see into? Trust me, hold that thought, because she gets what she deserves. The jenglot has hysterically eaten all the flesh off her lower left leg down to the bone and attempts to suckle milk from her breast. You're going to have to take off the top, buddy. You'll need to get to the nipple for that. Kill count 2. Idiot manages to get out of the boot of the Hyundai undetected. Seriously, with all the luggage these people took with them, how did they not need to use the boot? Also, with no parcel shelf to cover him, how did he actually stay hidden? Anyway, he gets out and gets an instant hard-on. And so does the audience when we see all these hotties, male and female, at the beach. On a side note, a bulk of the Indonesian population is Muslim, so why is there so much alcohol and obvious premarital sex on display here? Anyway, Gilligan, the stowaway, manages to run into an absolute hottie on the beach who is oiling herself up and somehow manages to get her to stick with him for the whole movie. Steady yourself, buddy. You're giving off massive Virgin vibes. And that explains the English title of this film. Our main crew make it to the villa that they're staying in, where a woman called Lulu, who clearly doesn't speak any Indonesian, is waiting for them. Let's cut back to the beach, where yet another stunner with a massive chest collecting seashells enters the water for a swim and gets eaten by the jenglot. This kill is a bit lame, but we're now at number 3. Gilligan tells his brother he's stowed away, and now they plan to meet up. Back at the beach, the lifeguard confirms everything is normal, but you just know that's not right. Disaster's coming. At his feet is the jenglot, which immediately chokes him and kills him in front of people, but no one notices. Kill 4 is now confirmed. By the way, let's take a moment to appreciate this scene. Anyway, nighttime comes and Randy's showing off his elite cooking skills by bragging about preparing instant noodles, and for some reason everyone acts like he's a Michelin star chef. The gang is all here at the villa. The last time they will all be seen together alive, but they don't know that. They all go to the beach, minus Lulu. That part's important, where they all sit around a campfire and find out that the Jenglot has been found. The creepy guy who created the Jenglot is at the beach where he has a chat with Tammy and puts some kind of spell on her. The weird part is that no one else can see the guy, just her. Gilligan walks Ninning back to her villa, but they kind of get lost on the way. She says she's hungry, but in reality she's probably horny. Gilligan sees the Jenglot, but the creepy guy appears and makes them something to eat while staring at them, wondering if Ninning has an OnlyFans page that he can subscribe to. Back on the beach, random woman number 88 is showering after her ocean swim. Mysteriously, no one else but the Jenglot is around. Bear in mind, this thing moves fast from location to location. Distracted by a cat, the woman doesn't see the Jenglot. Someone off camera throws the puppet at her and she pretends like it's attacking her, taking a chunk out of her neck. This thing has now killed 5 people. Remember how Lulu didn't go to the beach? Well, she's in the villa and she wants to have a nice, relaxing bath. Guess what? Can you guess? Yes, the Jenglot, sensing a naked woman is all alone, makes its way to the villa, into the bathroom, and decides it really hasn't had enough to eat tonight. It makes Lulu its 6th victim. This thing must have a very quick metabolism. I'm not going to cover the romantic elements of this film because it gets a bit confusing and unnecessary, but it's worth noting that everyone spends the night away from the villa, which is why no one has noticed that Lulu's dead. One of the girls wakes up on the beach with a bit of a hangover. She sees the Jenglot and thinks it's cute. It thinks that she's breakfast. Only one of them is right, and it's the Jenglot. He drags her out to the ocean where I assume he eats her and adds a 7th victim to his total. It's party time back on the beach. Time for more sexy Indonesian boobs. Remember, at this point we're 7 people dead and no one has noticed a damn thing. Until now. Another woman, wearing the same bikini as the woman who shoved her hand into the hole before, is swimming on her own when the Jenglot wants his second breakfast. With her left arm eaten right down to the bone, she stumbles back to the beach with a different bikini. She had a costume change. Nice continuity, guys. We weren't supposed to notice that. And everyone finally freaks out. It's worth noting that no one wants to help this poor girl out. On a romantic walk back to the villa, Josh sees a hole in the rocks, and guess what? He wants to stick his hand in it. What the f*** is wrong with these people? After playing a gag on Denise the first time, he decides he wants to stick his hand in the hole again. This time, the Jenglot is waiting for him. She thinks he's crying wolf again, so doesn't believe him as the Jenglot starts to gnaw on his arm. The Jenglot then finishes him off alien style, popping out of his chest. That's 8 confirmed kills now. Chaos ensues on the beach. No one knows what's going on. Another victim is found with its legs eaten, bringing our total to 9, and Tammy and Randy panic about Josh and Denise. Gilligan and Ninning run into the creepy guy again, who's really super awesome at being creepy. Then we cut to Denise being chased by the Jenglot going through the jungle. It jumps on her head and gives her a hickey. A killer hickey. Number 9 is now dead. Somehow, off camera, Gilligan and Ninning have also been killed. But I don't know if the Jenglot did this or the creepy guy. That now pushes our kill count to 11 and leaves only Randy and Tammy alive, who are panicking in the villa, wondering what to do next. Having sex would be inappropriate, but let's be honest, if you're about to die, one last shag ain't a bad thing, right? Now, do you remember when Tammy was cursed by the creepy guy? Well, there's a bit more to that. Randy is attacked by the Jenglot, who is now in the villa making hilarious sounds. Surely this means that Tammy's next, right? The Jenglot decides it wants to slowly hunt her instead of going for the kill, because it knows we're at the end of the movie and we need a grand finale. Tammy looks for her makeup, but seems to touch some Jenglot jizz instead. She goes back to look for Randy, but after being scared by a picture falling off the wall, she goes back to the kitchen where the Jenglot seems to have deliberately be pushing things over to get her attention. They finally come face to face and it bites her leg and runs away. Coming back for more, it continues to eat her leg. Also, side note that I love the obvious close-ups of a human face here. And she throws the Jenglot across the room. She escapes to the bathroom and finally notices the dead body of Lulu, who would have started to rigor by now and really stink up the place. But then, in another masterclass of continuity, she ends up outside, where she goes back to the villa to hide from the Jenglot. But this motherfucker ain't so smart. She manages to capture it in a rice bag and whacks it with a frying pan. It's just stereotype. But it breaks out of the bag, and instead of attacking her, it limps away. Remembering that she put some meat in the fridge, she grabs it and makes a line to lure it to the oven, Hansel and Gretel style. And this stupid fucking thing falls for it. Once she has it in the oven, she turns it on and somehow it instantly cooks it alive. She never preheated the oven at all, and it seemed to get hot right away. What in the futuristic hell is this oven, and why don't we all have one? When the Jenglot is cooked, she opens the door only to find its spirit jumping into her screaming mouth. Randy wakes up to find Tammy, but it's too late. She's now the Jenglot, and Randy is her first victim, ending the movie with a glorious kill count of 12 and setting itself up for a wonderful sequel, which is confirmed by the creepy dude at the end. So what did you think of this film? Looks pretty insane, right? In regards to f***ed up, I'm going to award this movie moderately f***ed up because I think there's opportunities for it to go more insane with this concept. Thank you for watching this video. Please press like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you know of a f***ed up movie that I should be watching, and subscribe to the channel that you're currently viewing right now. I will see you in the next Dude, I watched a f***ed up movie last night video. Thank you.